Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose report. You know, after The Undertaker got beat or whatever into the vegetative state he's in, I just wonder if somebody could have beaten Orlando Jordan into a fruit state. Never know. Word is that Michelle McCool, breaking news, word is that Michelle McCool and Undertaker were married in a private ceremony with friends of the family in Taker's hometown of Houston, Texas this past weekend. Ceremony was said to be small and private with only close family, friends, people from the wrestling industry in attendance, and possibly an urn. McCool and Taker, they've been dating for years now. Anyway, I wonder if he's going to put Michelle, that's kind of a long word, across his neck where Sarah used to be. But, oh well. There are recent figures of the WWE's Mexican tour. No wonder they go to Mexico and some other places across the ocean. Two shows, looks like May 5th and May 9th in Monterrey, were sellouts. The average was 13,000 seats and 16,000 in that arena, and the average gate was $762,000. May 6th, and another gate was like, well, the attendance 14,500. Live gate there was just a little bit under a $500,000. And combined shows for May 6th and 8th in Mexico City did an average of about 16,400 tickets for $783,000. And there was a couple other gates of $393,000 and $334,000 for the 8 shows totally. They did. This is what I'm getting at. $5,788,000.36. Oh. It's been announced that Hacksaw Jim Duggan is going to be facing mega superstar Marion Fontaine at PWO Wrestling 3 in Cincinnati, Ohio on, looks like August 1st. Alright, here's a little bit more on the ring announcer Savannah, I guess, and the Wrestling Observer newsletter reported that her flubbing some lines on a recent show when interviewing Wade Barrett was the reason she was let go. So, whew, watch your step there, will you? And they were just talking about Ric Flair on a sports radio, AM 1130, I guess, the AM station, WDFN, as being a big hockey fan. Didn't know that. Alright, WWE lawyer Jerry McDevitt tells thecurrent.com that lawsuit filed by the late Owen Hart's widow Martha against WWE Vince McMahon is without merit, which they always say that. McDevitt calls Hart's statement nonsense, and that her current lawsuit is nothing more than a personal attack on the McMahon family. He denies the insinuations that I guess WWE tried to deny Hart and her children compensation from the Hart family DVD, and said that WWE handled the aftermath of Owen Hart's death in a humanitarian way. Which, I don't know if you guys seen the Owen Hart DVD, not the Owen Hart, but the Hart family DVD. It was good DVD. I mean, there's nothing wrong I seen anywhere. It never ever put down. But you know, the only thing, like I said on one of the other reports, that they really didn't concentrate on, I didn't say hardly anything about, was Bret Hart's stroke. And they just hit on Owen Hart, kind of, you know, didn't dwell on it or anything. They weren't trying to sell a DVD because of that. So I kind of agree with, well, we'll see later what Bret Hart has to say about it. I haven't seen anything yet on it. Anyway, here's a live report of what happened after, this ain't live right now, but after Monday's WWE Raw went off the air. WWE Sheamus wrestled John Cena to a no contest. Sheamus grabbed the mic and called out Cena, saying he won't even make it to Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Cena ran out to a huge pop of the crowd. Sheamus attacked Cena before the bell and then went for several pin attempts. Sheamus was in control pretty much all the match, but not even letting Cena get his shirt off during the beatdown. Anyway, Cena was on the match for about 9 seconds, got up before the referee could count him out. Cena tore off his shirt, went crazy, hit 2 shoulder blocks and 5 knuckle, and went for the attitude adjustment, which Sheamus blocked. And Cena was able to kick out in the STFU applied when Nexus came out and interfered. The entire locker room came out then and chased off Nexus. Cena's music played. He and Orton celebrated to the end of the show. Maurice and Yoshitatsu was scheduled to go to Japan early in July and due to some media events, WWE's upcoming tour there, I guess. WWE is going to be taping tonight's NXT and this week's SmackDown from the Mohegan Sun Center, Pennsylvania. NXT is going to be the first fan, pro, and fan voting, for the season, for this season. And no matches have been announced for the SmackDown event, though, but we'll learn the 8 participants in the Money in the Bank brand match. CM Punk, Jack Swagger versus Big Show. Rey Mysterio in a steel cage match is being advertised locally. So that could be a dark match, could be, you never know. The Nexus stable on Raw now has a Twitter page. It's at twitter.com/nexus.wwe. Anyway, they now have also a Facebook page. The definition for Nexus is they have listed reads like this. Note the Thai reference, I guess. Oh, Rob Zombie. By the way, what did I just say here? The definition for Nexus they have listed reads like this. Then it says note the Thai reference. And then it goes to Rob Zombie. I don't know. I'm just reading what I found here. Forget that. Alright, Rob Zombie posted on his Twitter account late last night after Raw. Just finished WWE Raw. Good times hanging out with the crew. Jerry Lawler had great Andy Kaufman stories, I guess, to tell. Bringing on the ladders, caught up with Edge and Jericho. Good dudes. WWE Tiffany, who's married to Drew McIntyre. Don't know if you knew that or not. Who is married, Tiffany and Drew McIntyre, wrote the following on their Twitter account: missing someone like crazy. And it doesn't say who. We noted last night that Drew may still be in the United States, but if he was, he wouldn't be on the road with WWE. Drew did not work the WWE live event in Syracuse. Dolph Ziggler took his place with Matt Hardy. We hope to have more details on the situation with Drew McIntyre and Wade Barrett later. There's something amiss. Wade Barrett, leader of Raw, has been pulled from WWE TV and live events because of his work. Oh, there it is. I must have these things backwards. So I should be reading from the bottom up. Anyway, the leader of the Raw Nexus group has not been working at live TV because his visa has expired and no longer eligible to work in the United States. Barrett has returned to the UK where he's awaiting his new visa to be cleared. Sounds familiar, like somebody on TNA. Drew McIntyre, he was going through the same problem, and you may remember from SmackDown where WWE started a storyline with Drew that was being deported. This isn't far from real life, I guess, but it's possible that McIntyre is still here in the States, hiding out. He would be an illegal. Hope you don't go after all the benefits the government gives out. Anyway, regardless, he's also unable to work right now. If McIntyre's still here, it's possible they can stay his green card application if it's approved, since he's married to Tiffany. Wouldn't that be wonderful if he got married for that reason? There's no timetable on when Barrett or McIntyre can return. There was no dark matches before last night's Raw in Philadelphia, but matches were taped for Superstars with Jack Ryder taking on Primo, taking on Goldust, Yoshitatsu, Nick Bella taking on Jillian Hall, and I'm just about out of time. WWE is now calling NXT Rookie One's Nexus, like I was telling you. Song by I Fight Dragons is the official song for Money in the Bank. I got more to tell you, but I'll just save it till tomorrow. Thanks for clicking. I gotta go.